In Hollywood, the world of action and thrill often comes at a hidden price. Stunt performers put their lives on the line to bring jaw-dropping, heart-pounding moments to the big screen. But sometimes, the quest for cinematic perfection takes a tragic turn. Behind the flashy explosions and high-octane chases are haunting stories of stunts that went horribly wrong. Moments where the slightest misstep or malfunction led to devastating results. These tragedies reveal the darker side of movie magic, where the risks are all too real. Let's dive into 15 of the most shocking and heartbreaking stuntman deaths in film history that will leave you disturbed and contemplative. Number 15. AJ Bakunas, the freefall gone wrong. AJ Bakunas was a fearless stuntman renowned for redefining high-risk performances. In 1978, while filming Steel, he sought to reclaim his title for the highest freefall, a staggering leap from 315 feet. His daring jump relied on an airbag to absorb the impact. Then, tragedy struck when the airbag failed, either due to misalignment or design flaws. Instead of breaking his fall, it partially deflated, leaving him to crash to the ground with full force. The fatal injuries he sustained shocked the stunt community, which had always admired his fearless nature. His death led to significant safety reforms in the stunt industry, highlighting the dire need for improved airbag technology and better planning for high-altitude stunts. Bakunas' tragic fate reminds us that no matter how skilled or prepared, the unpredictable nature of stunts can sometimes end in tragedy. Number 14. John Bernecker, the fall on The Walking Dead. In 2017, stuntman John Bernecker tragically lost his life on the set of The Walking Dead. While rehearsing a fall from a 25-foot balcony, Bernecker was supposed to land safely on a cushion below. However, he missed the mark and hit the concrete floor directly, suffering severe head injuries. The crew rushed to his aid, but the injuries proved fatal. The tragedy sparked an immediate investigation into the safety protocols on set. It was discovered that the fall wasn't properly rehearsed, and safety measures had been inadequate. Bernecker's death brought to light the need for more rigorous fall protection and stunt preparation in the film industry. His passing deeply affected the entire crew, prompting a re-evaluation of safety standards on sets to ensure that no stunt performer faces such a devastating outcome again. Number 13. Joi SJ Harris, the deadly motorcycle stunt on the Deadpool 2. Joi SJ Harris was a pioneering African-American motorcycle racer who tragically lost her life during her first film stunt on the Deadpool 2 in 2017. Harris, known for her fearless riding, was cast as a stunt double for the character Domino. The scene required her to ride a motorcycle through the streets of Vancouver, making a sharp turn without a helmet for aesthetic reasons. While executing the stunt, Harris lost control of the bike and crashed into a glass building. The impact was fatal, and despite attempts to resuscitate her, she was pronounced dead on the scene. The tragedy raised serious concerns about the preparation and safety of stunts, especially when a performer is new to the film industry. The decision to have Harris perform without a helmet also sparked debate about prioritizing authenticity over safety. The incident led to an overhaul of safety protocols, emphasizing the need for more careful planning, especially for first-time stunt performers. Number 12. Harry L. O'Connor, the paragliding disaster. Harry L. O'Connor, a former Navy SEAL and skilled stunt performer, was known for his daring feats in films like XXX. In 2002, while performing a high-speed paragliding stunt for the movie, he tragically miscalculated his approach during a take. O'Connor was supposed to paraglide under a bridge as part of a chase scene, but during the second attempt, he veered off course and crashed into one of the concrete pillars. The impact was fatal, and O'Connor died instantly. His death highlighted the perils of performing stunts in high-speed, high-altitude environments. Despite having successfully completed the stunt previously, this accident served as a sobering reminder that even experienced performers can be vulnerable to unpredictable conditions. Following his passing, the film industry tightened safety protocols for aerial stunts and high-speed chase scenes, stressing the importance of meticulous planning and rehearsals. Number 11. Kun Liu explosion onto the Expendables 2. In 2012, Kun Liu, a talented stunt performer, tragically lost his life during the filming of The Expendables 2. The scene required a controlled explosion on a rubber boat, but something went wrong during the execution. The explosion was far more powerful than anticipated, instantly killing Kun and severely injuring another stunt performer. Despite immediate medical assistance, Kun's injuries were fatal. This tragic event raised serious questions about the safety protocols for pyrotechnic stunts, especially regarding the intensity of explosions. The explosion's power exceeded the planned parameters, leading to investigations about pre-filming risk assessments and safety measures. The tragedy prompted the industry to implement more rigorous safety standards for explosions, including multiple tests, remote detonation systems, and increased safety distances between performers and explosive devices. Kun Liu's death had a profound impact on the stunt community, ultimately reshaping the safety culture in Hollywood. Number 10. Sonia Davis, the backward fall misstep. Sonia Davis was a rising star in the stunt world, best known for her work on Vampire in Brooklyn. In 1995, she was doubling for Angela Bassett in a high-risk stunt involving a backward fall from a high platform. The stunt was meant to land her safely on an airbag below, but a devastating mistake occurred. Davis missed the airbag and hit the ground hard. Despite immediate medical attention, she succumbed to her injuries 2 weeks later. Her tragic death prompted a re-evaluation of high-fall stunts and airbag technology. While airbags were commonly used in the 1990s, the technology was still evolving, and Davis's death highlighted their limitations when even slight misalignments occurred. The incident sparked conversations about the need for more rehearsals, better calibration of safety equipment, and greater attention to detail in stunt coordination. In the aftermath, the stunt industry pushed for improved airbag designs and safety standards for high-risk falls. Number 9. Jack Tyree, the cliff jump gone wrong. In 1981, stuntman Jack Tyree was performing a high-risk stunt for the fantasy film The Sword and the Sorcerer. His task was to leap from a cliff 80 feet high and land on an airbag. Unfortunately, despite his experience and careful planning, Tyree missed the target by just a few feet. He landed outside the safety zone of the airbag, resulting in fatal injuries. The incident highlighted how even the smallest miscalculation in a high-altitude jump could have catastrophic consequences. Tyree's death led to a critical reassessment of airbag safety, with the industry placing greater emphasis on more precise calculations for such stunts. It also raised questions about the accuracy of airbag placement and the need for additional safety measures like nets and backup systems to prevent similar tragedies. Tyree's tragic accident marked a turning point in the safety standards for cliff jumps and other high-fall stunts. Number 8. Paolo Rigoni, the bobsled tragedy on a For Your Eyes Only. Paolo Rigoni's death on the set of For Your Eyes Only remains one of the most tragic in stunt history. The scene involved a high-speed bobsled chase on a dangerous icy track in the Swiss Alps. Rigoni, an experienced stuntman, was performing the stunt with another performer when something went terribly wrong. The bobsled lost control during a sharp turn, flipping over and trapping Regan beneath it. Despite rescue efforts, he succumbed to his injuries. The accident raised serious concerns about the safety of high-speed vehicle stunts, especially on unfamiliar tracks. The lack of familiarity with the course, combined with the altered sled design for filming purposes, made the stunt far more dangerous than anticipated. This tragedy led to significant changes in the industry, including the use of more thorough testing and equipment modifications to prevent similar accidents. Number 7. Chris Layman, the rollover disaster. Chris Layman, a highly skilled stunt performer celebrated for his precision, met a tragic end in 2000 while working on the film Exit Wounds. Known for his mastery of complex stunts, Layman was tasked with executing a high-speed van rollover during an intense car chase sequence. The daring maneuver was designed to bring jaw-dropping action to the screen. However, during the stunt, the van became uncontrollable, and Layman was ejected from the vehicle, suffering critical head injuries. Despite medical intervention, he succumbed to his injuries 6 days later. Layman's untimely death was a sobering reminder of the immense risks stunt professionals take to bring cinematic thrills to life. His commitment to his craft and passion for pushing boundaries left a lasting legacy in the world of action filmmaking, inspiring both awe and reverence among his peers. Layman's work continues to symbolize the extraordinary dedication behind every unforgettable on-screen moment. Number 6. Dar Robinson, the Daredevil's Last Ride. If you think that experience can shield you from danger, the story of Dar Robinson might make you think again. Known as one of the most legendary stuntmen of his era, Robinson pushed the boundaries of what was possible. He famously performed a record-breaking freefall from Toronto's CN Tower without a harness, cementing his reputation for fearlessness. But in 1986, during the filming of $1 Million Mystery, his illustrious career met a heartbreaking end. The stunt called for a high-speed motorcycle chase along a sharp desert curve. As Robinson navigated the turn, he lost control of the bike and crashed into a rock. The impact threw him from the vehicle, causing fatal injuries. The stunt community was stunned. This was a man who meticulously calculated every move, a master of his craft. His tragic death serves as a poignant reminder that even the most seasoned professionals are not immune to the unpredictable dangers of their trade. Number 5. Joseph Leonard Svec, the parachute fail. Joseph Leonard Svec, an experienced skydiver, tragically died during the filming of The Right Stuff in 1982. The stunt involved a high-altitude parachute jump to simulate a pilot ejecting from a jet. SPC was no stranger to skydiving, but the high altitude and physical strain took a toll on him. During the descent, he lost consciousness, possibly due to a lack of oxygen. When it was time to deploy his parachute, it failed to open in time, and his backup parachute did not deploy either. He hit the ground at a fatal speed. His death highlighted the dangers of high-altitude skydiving, especially in conditions that could cause hypoxia, a lack of oxygen. While Joseph was a skilled and experienced skydiver, his death showed that even the most experienced individuals can fall victim to unforeseen circumstances. It's Hollywood. Anything and everything can go wrong. Number 4. Art Scholl, the fatal spin on Top Gun. In 1985, Art Scholl, a highly skilled aerobatic pilot, was performing stunts for the film Top Gun when disaster struck. Scholl was attempting a flat spin maneuver in his aircraft, a routine stunt for someone with his experience. However, during the stunt, Scholl lost control of the plane and it spiraled downward uncontrollably. Despite his efforts to regain control, Scholl's plane crashed into the Pacific Ocean, and he was lost at sea. Art Scholl's tragic death highlighted the extreme risks involved in aerial stunts, even for seasoned professionals. And it's not just Scholl who met a tragic end while working on Top Gun. Charles Chuck Coleman also met a similar fate while training actors for the 2022 sequel, Top Gun Maverick. We think Top Gun has a bit of a curse surrounding it. Anyway, let's move to number 3. Mark Akerstream, explosion mishap on the Crow. Mark Akerstream, a respected 44-year-old stunt coordinator, tragically died in 1998 during an explosion sequence for the Crow television series. The explosion was meant to be controlled, but when it detonated, debris struck Akerstream in the head, causing fatal injuries. Despite prompt medical attention, he could not be saved. The accident underscored the unpredictable nature of pyrotechnic stunts and highlighted the risks of working too close to explosions. Following his death, the film industry took a hard look at its pyrotechnic safety protocols, leading to greater precautions, including reinforced protective barriers and increased distance between performers and explosive devices. Mark Akerstream's legacy lives on in the improved safety standards for pyrotechnics and special effects in film. Number 2. Conway Wickliffe, the test run tragedy. Conway Wickliffe, a special effects technician, tragically died in 2007 while working on The Dark Knight. Wickliffe was assisting in the setup of a high-speed car chase scene involving the Batmobile. During a test run, the vehicle he was in crashed into a tree, killing him instantly. His death underscored the dangers faced by those working behind the scenes to make high-risk stunts possible. The incident prompted a re-evaluation of safety measures for test runs and high-speed chases, leading to increased scrutiny of the safety protocols for crew members during these tests. The tragedy led to improvements in stunt safety, including better vehicle reinforcements and improved hazard assessments. Number 1. John Jordan, The Fall from the Skies. John Jordan, a pioneering aerial cinematographer, tragically fell to his death while filming Catch-22 in 1969. Jordan had unbuckled himself to lean out of a B-25 bomber in order to capture better aerial shots. A sudden shift in the aircraft's position caused him to lose his balance, and he fell to his death from a great height. This tragedy highlighted the extreme risks taken by aerial cinematographers during an era with fewer safety regulations. His death prompted a change in the film industry, with new safety protocols being implemented for aerial stunts, including the mandatory use of harnesses and the establishment of strict safety procedures for airborne shoots. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.